deep in the vast, unending expanse of the South Pacific Ocean, where the horizon stretches endlessly and the waves roll with a quiet, almost mournful rhythm, lies a place so profoundly isolated that it seems to exist outside the bounds of human experience. This is Point Nemo, the pole of inaccessibility, a name that speaks not only to its geographic remoteness, but to its haunting, almost otherworldly solitude. At coordinates 48 degrees, 52.6 minutes south, 123 degrees, 23.6 minutes west, it is a place where the nearest land masses, Pitcairn Island, Easter Island, and the frozen shores of Antarctica, are each over 1,000 miles away. To stand there, if one could, would be to feel the weight of the world's emptiness pressing down upon you, a loneliness so vast that even the stars above seem distant and cold. Discovered in 1992 by survey engineer Hrvoje Lukatela, Point Nemo is not merely a point on a map, but a testament to the limits of human exploration. It is a place where the ocean, in all its boundless depth and mystery, stretches out in every direction, unbroken and uncharted. The waters here are part of the South Pacific Gyre, a colossal whirlpool of currents that churns endlessly, creating a lifeless zone where nutrients are scarce and the very essence of life seems to retreat. It's a place of stillness and silence, where the ocean's surface mirrors the sky above, and the depths below hold secrets that may never be uncovered. Yet, for all its desolation, Point Nemo is not untouched by human hands. It is known as the spacecraft cemetery, a final resting place for the relics of our ambition and ingenuity. Decommissioned satellites, spent rocket stages, and even the remnants of space stations are sent here to crash into the ocean, their fiery descent a fleeting reminder of humanity's reach for the stars. It is a graveyard not of people, but of dreams, a place where the remnants of our exploration of the cosmos come to rest in the cold, dark embrace of the deep. But Point Nemo is more than a graveyard for machines. It is a place of mystery, a focal point for questions that linger in the shadows of our understanding. It is here, in these remote and lifeless waters, that a strange sound was once heard. A sound so powerful, so alien, that it has sparked theories ranging from the scientific to the supernatural. And it is here, in this place of solitude and silence, that the threads of reality and myth begin to intertwine, weaving a tapestry of cosmic horror that stretches from the depths of the ocean to the farthest reaches of the human imagination. But to truly understand the mystery of Point Nemo, we need to go back to a deleted user who left behind undeleted questions. Referred to as the pole of inaccessibility, at coordinates 48 degrees, 52.6 minutes south, 123 degrees, 23.6 minutes west, Point Nemo is the most remote location on Earth, over 1,000 miles from the closest land masses, one of the Pitcairn, Easter and Antarctic islands, all calculated to be equidistant by the man who used a computer program to discover Point Nemo in 1992, survey engineer Hrvoje Lukatela. The coordinates are located in the South Pacific Gyre, an allegedly lifeless zone of whirling current that cuts nutrients off from the area. No one has actually been to Point Nemo on official records, but underwater microphones placed by NOAA, an American government research organization, recorded the infamous Bloop in 1997. Subsequent reports by NOAA correlated the sound with Antarctic ice shifting, despite a glaring plot hole. Antarctic islands are over 1,000 miles away from Point Nemo, and the underwater microphones, strategically placed 5,000 kilometers apart, triangulated the sound to Point Nemo, not Antarctica. Yet the internet is plastered with reports that the mystery has been solved. So if not ice, what made the bloop? In what was perhaps an instance of creative precognizance, cosmic horror, author H.P. Lovecraft placed the coordinates of Arale as 47 degrees, 9 minutes south, 126 degrees, 43 minutes west. Cthulhu was written. So apparently, Lovecraft knew something. Where did he get the coordinates? Numerous sources of inspiration are theorized for Call of Cthulhu. The Isle of Pompeii, not to be confused with Pompeii, plays a role in the mythos and in real life is home to the ruins of Nan Madol, an archaeological site made up of artificial islands rumored to be part of legendary Atlantis. Legend says Nan Madol was built by two sorcerers with the help of a flying dragon. Pompeii is now Micronesia, an independent republic associated with the United States, the Noah's governmental parent structure. Pompeii inspired Lovecraft's Pohnpei scriptures in the fictional language of Nacal, which has surprising non-fictional roots. See Niven tablets. These tablets appear to be mostly lost artifacts, with the only known images being in the books of James Churchward. Churchward achieved the high rank of colonel in the British Army, with connections to British intelligence and Freemasonry via his brother, alleged by some sources. But there seems to be either an attempt to cover up his military past, or it is a false claim. This poster personally thinks he was a burned intelligence agent, but that's high speculation. Churchward, alive during Lovecraft's publishing of The Call in 1926, may have been another unacknowledged inspiration for The Call and perhaps the source of the coordinates of Ryla. This all leaves more questions than answers and points to a monumental cover-up. Let's get back to the South Pacific Gyre and Point Nemo, though. It's a dumping ground for satellites being discharged from space, or so NASA claims. What if they're actually firing missiles at something? The Gyre is one of the vile vortices, the one associated with Easter Island. The other vortices, most notably the Bermuda Triangle and the lesser-known Dragon Triangle off the coast of Japan, comprise a geometric series of 10 points that form two distinct pentagrams over the entire known surface of the Earth. What the fuck? The Gyre and Point Nemo. It's a dumping ground for satellites being discharged from space, or so NASA claims. What if they're actually firing missiles at something? The haunting question on my mind, a nightmarish and fancifully ridiculous notion, was the bloop perhaps a spoken word in some other worldly language, uttered by a being, a winged dragon, monster, like biblical Leviathan? I have to stop here, Reddit. As Lovecraft alluded to, the cosmic horror lurking in unfathomable depths can be quite maddening to the human psyche.